Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Krista here with another video. Today I had a request to do my makeup routine. So I'm gonna do it today. I feel like I use like a mixture of drugstore and professional makeup. I'm gonna be getting new makeup for Christmas because I really want to try out a different style and brand of makeup. And I'm not gonna tell you what it is yet because I'm gonna do a video reviewing the makeup. But anyways, yeah, so we're gonna do our makeup today. You guys are just gonna follow along with me and get ready and just see what I do for my makeup routine. So let's get into the video. So the trick with getting a really good, like, fun. Okay, so today I am wearing my most favorite and most... Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Krista here with another video. I love using my makeup here. I just think it really opens up everything. Okay, so the first thing that I do is I prime my face with this Prep and Prime by MAC. It's called Fix It Matte. Let's get spraying. I rub this around, make sure it gets my face really good. I feel like it just kind of helps my makeup stick to my skin a little bit better. It doesn't really like crease as much when I put this on. I also use this as a finishing spray too, but I don't obviously like rub everything in. So once that's all rubbed into my face, I'm gonna use the Bare Minerals. This is the Performance Wear Liquid Foundation Bare Pro. So I use about that much, and then I actually mix it. Rodan & Field's Radiant Defense Perfecting Liquid. This also just has some sunscreen in it, which is why I like to wear it. I mix these two, so it kind of gives me a little bit more of a darker foundation look. So this is kind of what it looks like after it's on my hand, after I have it all mixed in. So basically I apply this with my fingers and then I go in with a beauty blender and blend it all. So that is my makeup applied onto my face before blending. I usually always have like toilet paper or wet wipes or something close by so then I can wipe the makeup off of my hand so I don't make a mess everywhere. So this is damp. This is a beauty blender that is very old. I definitely need a new one. But basically what I do is I just go through like this and just tap it into my skin and start to blend. I also drag down the foundation a little bit onto my neck, so that way we don't get any like junior high orange facial lines. So that's pretty much all blended. Now we're gonna go in with my powder. So I kind of, depending on the day, I kind of go for like, I don't know, sometimes I like to be super shiny, other days I like to be super matte. So, but I feel like my more go-to like everyday look is a little bit more on the shiny side just because I like, I don't know, maybe I just want to look like Rudolph, I'm not sure. So So I'm gonna be going in with this angled brush, pretty sure it's from Walmart. And then this is Bye Bye Foundation Powder. So this is the IT Cosmetics brand. I've used this brand for actually probably about 2 or 3 years. And I really like their pressed powder a lot. I used to use their foundation. I felt like it was really creamy and really good, but I felt like it was a little bit too much of like full coverage for me. And I'm sure that they have other liquid foundations that are not full coverage, but I just kind of found some other things that I like. So, and then I feel like this all comes off in one area if you're not careful. So I try to like make a swiping motion, a swiping motion on my face so that way it doesn't get all clumped into one area. So I do that. And I go back onto my ear and on my neck. Really love this stuff. I feel like it just is really good with like kind of blurring my pores. I don't feel like I have too much makeup on. Like I don't feel like it's too heavy when I use this. I do go over my brows and my eyelid area. And then I'm also just gonna continue and go down onto my neck a little bit. I think I have PTSD from junior high when I had like those orange lines right here. I feel like if you're like me and didn't really know how to do makeup in 7th grade, now you're like overly cautious about making sure your makeup blends down your neck or like around your forehead. So once we're done with that, here's the thing. I don't feel like I highlight and contour how a lot of people do. I follow that same general idea, but I feel like mine's tweaked to what works for me. So I feel like makeup really is just about what you find that like works for you. So I usually use the Bare Minerals highlighter, but I lost it. Don't know where it's at. So I'm just gonna use this lighter shade of the Rodan & Fields Perfecting Liquid. And it basically just looks like that. So it's just pretty light. And I'll just basically tap this right underneath my under eyes, right there. And then I might add like a third one right there. And then another thing that I do is I kind of go up my nose and I go on either side of my jawline. And I just do really subtle taps. So it kind of just looks like that. And then I'll do a part of my forehead. And then I will also throw some just right on top of my lip right there. And I'm gonna go back in with my Beauty Blender. I'll kind of wipe off the rest that's on my hand. And I'll just start blending that in like this. And when I'm blending the part by my top lip, I kind of spread it out to go all the way around like that. And then I'm gonna blend in my under eyes very last. Then I'm gonna go in under my under eye here. So then it kind of looks like that. So that's kind of what I do for like a highlight. And I'm pretty sure that are you supposed to contour before you highlight? Is that like a thing? Okay, anyways. Now I'm gonna be taking another brush from Amazon and I am going to be dipping in. So this is Bare Minerals. This is called Mineral Veil. So this is a loose setting powder, I think. I don't know if it's a setting powder, but it's a loose powder. And I got it in a really light color. So it kind of looks like that. Anyway, so I just kind of tap that and then I tap this just right underneath my under eyes right here. And then I'll just kind of blend it in. I know a lot of people do like the baking thing where they'll set it with their Beauty Blender. That is great. A lot of times I don't have enough time to let it like sit and like bake onto my face, I guess. So I just kind of have to blend it in. Realistically, I feel like I just don't really have the time or the patience. I don't use a lot of this because I do feel like one time I used too much and I looked like a ghost. So next thing that I do is I do my contouring. So this is a IT Cosmetics brush from Ulta. So, okay. Depends, like I said. So if I want to be really matte one day, I'll use something else. But because I want to be a little bit more on the shiny side today, this is just kind of like my go-to makeup routine. I'm going to be using the Pixi Dulce Candy palette. So basically, I'm just going to be dipping into these, and then I dip into this one down here, but mostly these two. I'll take the brush and run it right underneath my cheekbone. And then I just... Again, I don't just like draw a line usually. I kind of do this swiping motion. And I bring it down all the way to like right here. So then I'm gonna go right underneath my jaw, right here. And I'm just really quickly and super, like with hardly any pressure at all, just kind of swiping across my jawline to give that some definition. And then I'm gonna go on either side. I know that this is a huge brush to contour your nose with, okay? I get it. I'm not a beauty guru, obviously. Okay, so I'm gonna go under my nose a little bit. Okay, so then I'm gonna do my forehead. And again, I'm just dipping into these three colors. I'm gonna use this swiping motion. I kind of blend with this brush as well, but then afterwards I'll go in with my big brush, and this is just from Amazon, and I'll just kind of go in circling motions around my entire face and just make sure it's all blended. And then when I feel like it's blended, I do blush. I'm going to be using this palette again, and I'm going to be using the dark pink, the light pink, and the medium pink. I use all three. I always tap this one off because it can go on really pink if you don't like overdo it with the really like bright pink. You can really look like crazy. So, and I'm going to go in circle motions usually, and I come up into the temples of my head. So And I always smile a little bit to kind of get like, you know, where my smile bone is. Smile bone? Is that even a word? You get what I'm saying. So then it looks like that. I just have always really loved blush ever since I was little. I think because my grandma, the grandma that I'm named after, has a slight obsession with blush. And by slight, I mean huge. So like she always had like pounds of blush on. And for whatever reason, I was so into it as a kid. I was like, heck yes, like give me all the blush. So I don't know, I literally put blush everywhere. I put it on my chin, I put it on my cheeks, on my nose, on my forehead. I just love it. I love the look of it. And I kind of just feel like it really ties in your whole makeup look. At least for me. Now I'm gonna do highlight, and I don't go crazy with the highlight just because my bronzer and blush are pretty shiny, so I try not to go too crazy with the highlight. But this is the e.l.f. brand. This is called Straight Glow. I just like it's really cheap, and it does like such a good job highlighting, because I really like more of like a subtle highlight, but it's also very buildable. So I will put this right above my cheekbone like this, and I'll kind of do swiping motions, and I will even bring it up. And here's the trick. I go above my brow bone right here. I kind of make like a whole little U shape. And then if I feel like it's a little bit too much, I'll kind of dust off this section right here. But I'm gonna do the same thing over here, and then I'm gonna do my nose, and I just do like the tip of it. I do the very top of my lip. Wherever I put that highlight down here, I also throw a little bit of this on, just to give it some more definition, so I don't look too shiny. I'm gonna go back in with the Bare Minerals, the Mineral Veil, the light powder that I have. I'm gonna go back in and throw a little bit of a matte over the top, but I feel like the highlight still kind of shows through. So it's really like pretty and shimmery. Basic face is like done. Remember this spray? Remember this guy? So I'm gonna spray this onto my face before I do my brows. And then I'm gonna sit and let it dry. And sometimes I'll even throw on some more highlight when it's wet too. It like kind of shimmers a little bit more, but I'm not gonna do that today because I feel like I've got enough highlight on my face. So usually when I'm doing like a really matte look, I'll highlight that way, where I'll spray and then I'll put the highlight on or add more or whatever. So I'm gonna do my brows now. Please bless this to be a good brow day. I don't know about you guys, I struggle with my eyebrows. I even have my eyebrows microbladed and I still feel like I can't fill them in the right way. Basically, I have this pen. So this pen is the Brow Microfilling Pen by Benefit. I have the color medium brown, and it has these little like bristle things so you can like draw on your brows easier. So basically, so I have had my eyebrows microbladed. Best decision I've ever made. If you're thinking about doing it, do it. So it's awesome. It just makes it so much easier for me to see where I need to fill in my brows. Okay, so then I literally just follow my microblading, and then I kind of just fill in the rest like on the inside. And then I'll do like strokes coming up. Basically, that's kind of what it looks like. Like I said, just follow the microblading. I also keep up with my waxes and tints now, even though I have my brows microbladed. I don't pluck them at home myself. I go to a brow girl and have them waxed and tinted. That's kind of like the base of what I do. And then what I also do, this bad boy. So this is my Morphe palette. This is Nature Glow palette, 350. Is that right? I love this palette. This palette I think is so good for any summer, winter, fall. I just think it's got really good colors in it. And they're also really pigmented too. But so basically what I do is I shadow in my brows with this color and this color right here. So these two darker browns. I like them because they're a little warmer, and I like my brows to be a little bit warmer, especially when I'm dark. So then I basically will I go in and just kind of powder fill. I've been doing lately that I've been really loving is lining my lips. I just kind of feel, I don't know, here's the thing. I want bigger lips, but I do not want to go get lip filler because I am not a fan of needles being shoved into my lips. I know, a problem. So I line my lips, and I have this KKW Beauty. So this is by Kim Kardashian, her brand, and I love this stuff. I have this lip liner, and I also have her lipstick. And this color is Nude 0.5, and this guy is Nude 5. So I'm assuming they go together. I don't know. I just picked them up at Ulta and I love them. Basically how I fill my lips in is I just line right underneath my lips. So I start right here and then I come out on either side. You know, another reason why I love this is because it's so close to my actual lip color that it doesn't really look too crazy or fake. And the way that I line my lips is really good for me because then it just gives me a little bit more of an umph. It's not anything too crazy. It's like the perfect, what I feel like is the perfect mix of like getting ready, but then not looking too crazy. So, and then for the top, I usually start at the sides and I'll come up on either side. That's basically how I line in the beginning, but this stuff is really creamy. So what I'll do as well is I will color in the rest of my lips. Voila. I don't always put the lipstick on because I don't love like the residue, and I don't love like if I kiss my husband or my babies or anything like that, it kind of like leaves marks all over their face. I don't love lipstick, but I will put some on like on the bottom right there in the middle. And then I'll just do that and be done. Last part. All of my brushes except for the IT Cosmetic brush is off Amazon. Okay, so depending on what I'm wearing that day is kind of what I'll do with eyeshadows. If I'm just doing like a super neutral, like do look, nothing super crazy, I'll take this color right here and I'll mix it with this color and then just a dab of that color. But it's mostly, I really love this color right here, so I mostly try to do this color. And I will just put this right on the lid of my eye. I had a hard time saying that. And I'll basically, I dab it in and then I'll do a swiping motion like this. And I kind of, as I swipe, I bring it up on the top of my lid. So this is like after I get everything done, I go in with this bad boy. So this is basically like a pencil highlighter thing. It's supposed to go underneath your brows. Okay, so it looks like that. What I do is I put this right underneath my eyebrow like that. Do you see that? So I do it on both sides. Now this is after I do my eyeshadow. Again, I don't know if this is the right way to do it. This is just how I do it. So then I'll go in with my finger and just kind of smush it down and blend it down with my finger. So then it looks like that. So it gives me a little bit of a highlight. And then I'll go back in with my e.l.f. highlighter and I'll go right at the top of my eyelid and I'll put a little bit of highlighter on that. Boom! We're done. I don't know how long that took me, but we're done. I finish off with this guy one more time. So I have eyelash extensions, so I don't put lashes on or put mascara on. So if you're wondering about my lashes, that is what's on them, is eyelash extensions. Guys, that's it for my makeup tutorial. I hope you guys liked it. I'll have everything that I can find linked down below for you guys. And yeah, let me know what you think of my makeup, and I'll see you guys on the next one.